So I've been getting a lot of questions in regards to status on projects, namely the Viper. So this is going to be kind of like a garage update, if you will. But first, here's a couple of clips from the show we went to this weekend. So it was a fun little show, local ones from local volunteer fire department, that kind of stuff. In regards to status of things, it's been really busy between car shows and house projects, and then work on its own. My second business with doing apps and all that kind of stuff, and then I've got into a little bit of 3D print stuff and done some stuff with that, making a little bit of money with that. We'll get to the Viper in a little bit. So we'll just kind of do like a small garage update and kind of throw some things at you guys. You may have seen in the last update video I did where I was showing off the quarter panels and stuff on the Viper. It was kind of in the background for like a glimpse, but I never really talked about it. So earlier this year, I kind of did some upgrades, and the carport has become a garage. You can see I got a garage door here now. It is a mess just because it's been like, I started it and then worked on the Viper a little bit in here, and then I did a bunch of work to the charger, so we'll loop back to that here in a second. And then now the Monty's in here because the Monty started getting stripped. You can kind of see the metal right there in a box touching the car. But so the Monty's in here because it's the actual, it's an actual metal car, whereas the Viper is fiberglass. So the Viper is out there underneath the car cover. But anyways, so yeah, I turned the carport into a garage, so I have a closed-in space. And I've done a couple other little house renovation type projects. That's an old one there that I never bothered to finish just because I already have it covered. So we'll kind of talk about a couple things. I've been real busy this year. A lot of upgrades to the charger. Kind of throw this out there. I did the front grille setup on it, the new intake, the Hellcat airbox mod, which you guys have seen the video when I did that video. Since then, the car has received a new splitter, new side splitters, a new diffuser. This is all carbon fiber look. It's not actual carbon fiber, but still looks pretty good. The reason for all that was because the car is now bagged, so the car you can touch it's on the ground. You can't get any lower. Figured if I was going to be cutting fenders and shit to put the wide body on there, I'm going to make it work and go all the way down. So the car sits on the ground. I don't know if I did a video on it. I don't think I did. The Charger also got Brom racing seats, which are sort of a sponsored thing, so we kind of did like a little fun Brom type video, and the same style as the Bentley videos or whatever the hell they are that one girl does, the Bentley girl. So we did kind of like a joke video similar to that for that.
Brom racing.
did a harness bar because we did new racing harnesses to go along with everything. And then because we did that, and Ivan will be in the car, you know, for long car show stuff like out of town, which we've done several, Charlotte, Concord, stuff like that. Didn't feel comfortable having him in a normal booster seat with the harness bar right there, so decided we'd do a fixed seat, you know, the standard tall car seat. Well, why not make it mimic everything else? So Lauren made a car cover that looks exactly like the racing seats, and then I modified everything a little bit to make the harness bar fit how I wanted it to fit. So while I had the little A pillars out, for sure, right? B pillars. While I had those out, Lauren went ahead and Alcantara wrapped them, so that was done. With the bagged stuff, the tank in the back, we're decided she's going off and look a Naruto theme for it. So she did the scroll that Naruto has. So that's wrapped around the tank. She vinyl wrapped the dash and all that, and then I did the steering wheel, carbon fiber steering wheel, which I did a video on. It's just been a continuous project with that car, so that's kind of the show car. That's the one we're focused on. That's, you know, her car, part of the club car. So that's been the big portion of it, outside of, you know, the household renovations, which is kind of what leading into what I'm doing out here in the garage is renovating another portion. So what would have been my office is going to now become Ivan's room, so we can have a bigger master bedroom. So I've kind of lost my office. So the plan is to essentially turn this area, the speed triple engine, into my new office. So now garage / office is kind of cool. So if I ever decide to do streaming stuff again, I'll have, you know, the cars in the background. Obviously this is all, you know, a shithole right now, but all this will be getting sorted here shortly. It's all sorted projects. Like I had them all into bins, like each bin is part of a project or it's materials for something in the house, that kind of stuff. All of that is more or less sorted, but as I've had to dig through it, things have gotten moved, set on top of each other, so lots of just gotta resort and then actually organize it and stack it in proper ways, and that'll clear that whole area up. Onto the Viper. As I talked about in the last update video I did about the Viper, I didn't really like the non-symmetry of the vents. So I got the 3D printer and I 3D printed the vents out. A lot of trial and error because I don't have a 3D scanner or anything, so I kind of went off of my original 3D model I had of the car, which is not perfect because it's a model based off of a look at the car, you know. So finally got that down, mirrored it, got to the other side, seen how far off I was, and started hacking away. I chopped out the old fiberglass that didn't work. Did kind of a spray foam base with tape so that the fiberglass wouldn't stick to it, and then refiberglassed it. Then there was like various little hairline cracks here and there, spots where I sanded too much and hit little empty areas, so that's all been rectified. So I've been real busy the last couple months with everything else. I have pecked away at the Viper just little bits here and there, but it's mostly down to just a handful of fiberglass sanding and smoothing and getting it primed. So I'm very busy month of November with family stuff, so I'm probably not going to make any progress there. But my game plan, and I've already kind of said it's going to happen, set in stone, is December I'm not focusing on anything else. Like I should have the home renovation stuff, call it home renovations, just with little things, should have all that stuff done and this little office setup thing done. I'll be able to knock it out. So my hope is by the end of the year to have the car ready for paint I still haven't made a decision on who I'm going to have paint it. I had somebody in mind, but I still kind of have that somebody in mind, but they're probably going to cost a little bit more than if I were to have somebody else do it. But then it comes down to I'm also undecided on color. I always wanted Orange Viper, lost a couple Orange Vipers, ended up with the Blue Viper. Love the Blue Viper. The blue's a great blue, so I'm leaning towards continuing the blue, just because the blue's already there. But to be fair, other than the doors and the side skirts, the blue that's left on the car is all going to be gloss black. It's like the roof, the hood, and the trunk area. That's all going to be gloss black. So the only thing that's actually left is the door and the side skirts. That's going to stay blue. And both of those, not so much the doors, more so the side skirts, need sanding and repainting and clear coat because there's little scratches and stuff all throughout it. So if I'm already going through that trouble of having the whole car repainted, why not go for a different color? But I do plan to track the car because I'm kind of doing a time attack style build. So then if I go through the trouble of doing a real nice paint, which is not cheap paint, doing a nice, going back with the same GTS blue. If I go back with that same GTS blue and they go hit the track and then rock chip it to death, it's going to kill me. So then do I go PPF? Could do PPF, but that's more money towards just protecting the paint. Or I could say to hell off all of it and do something like a Plasti Dip paint job, where it's protected and more or less looks fine, looks good, And then once I decide I want to actually full on paint it, or I get the track stuff out of my system and I want to go back to being a show car, rip it all off and actually get painted, I don't know. I'm undecided. I haven't decided yet. I got 2 months to figure it out, I guess. Yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Is I've halted the Viper just because I have so many other priorities. I've done a lot of stuff this year between the house, the motorcycles, the charger, and then just extra miscellaneous stuff that I've done. It's been a busy year. So there's your garage update. Viper's halted until December. Monte Carlo's more or less halted until everything else is done. Charger's still getting packed away. There's actually some more stuff coming for the charger probably this week. It's supposed to be this week because we got another big out of town car show we're going to next weekend. So yeah, Viper's more or less just sitting there until I'm ready to get back to it once all my other mess is done. Thanks for checking it out, guys. See you in another one. Let's throw this out there. So I killed my Instagram earlier this year just because I was trying to put more effort into finishing all these other projects that I had, and I've decided to put a huge dent into them. Like, I'm moving along with the garage stuff. I just got some siding stuff to do on it and then getting it sorted. Do I bother to bring back the Instagram, or do I just stick to doing the YouTube here and there? Still undecided if I'm coming back, but I do like doing videos. I've always liked doing the videos and the editing. I've been doing consistent videos since pretty much 07 with all my motorcycle vlogs and stuff. But I was having fun. I do like the short content stuff. It's fun. And come up with just random shit, You guys let me know. Should I bring back the Instagram?